Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are here for To Your Eternity, Season 2, Episode 11. Happy New Year, everyone. I am recording this on New Year's. I guess by the time you're seeing this on YouTube, because of early access on my Patreon and all that, not trying to plug, but check it out if you want. But I am a couple episodes ahead on there, so if you're wondering why I'm saying Happy New Year 2 weeks late, it's because of that. So, apologies. I try. It's hard for me to mention the holidays in my videos because of that. Usually I don't a lot of the times, but either way, um also just to plug a little bit, I also started doing my Twitter, mainly just like announcing when I release my videos. So if you guys want that access to that, I'm gonna try to remember to change it so whenever I upload videos, it adds it into the description below. But it's just at Morthadon, spelled the same way as my YouTube channel. So check that out if you're interested. In that way, you know, pretty much like I said, it's just, hey, I released this video today and have a link to it. So every now and then I'll make a post about something I think of, but I'm not very good with that social media stuff. I usually avoid it, which is why I don't really do the Twitter stuff, but I do want to try to expand the channel. So I will try to start mentioning it a little more, and hit that subscribe button. It's free. Thank you. Sorry. I usually like to mention that stuff at the end of the video, but I gotta start plugging it a little bit more because it's rough out there, you know? So anyways, guys, last episode we had Echo. We met this girl who communicates using a clay pot. She lost her little brother, and the rest of her people seem to have been wiped out by the knockers, which is very unfortunate. She's kind of hung out with Fushi during his training, but it seems like he has pretty much completed his training for the most part. He can now teleport through the vines and everything. It's pretty wild. So I'm really curious to see how he uses his new powers and what goes down. So yeah, let's jump into the episode and see what happens, shall we? We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. I'm also a little bit tired. Again, hopefully now that the holidays are over, things will be getting back on track for me. They have, for sure. The veins in the arms, all this, like, string coming up and, like, connecting to him kind of thing is just kind of him being, like, more connected to everything around him, it seems like. I don't know why I'm suddenly, like, congested. I apologize if I'm a little sniffly throughout the video. Hopefully I didn't, like, immediately get sick from family visiting and stuff. Hopefully one of them didn't get me sick. But I usually don't like thinking that way, so I usually try not to. I usually try to stay positive. Like, oh, it's just fine. Excuse me. I do truly believe what I have written on my sweatshirt, which is mindset is everything. I do very much believe that if you sit there and constantly think like, oh no, I'm sick, I'm gonna be sick, I'm sick, you know, you're gonna be more sick than if you mentally tell yourself it's fine, I'm not gonna get sick, and, you know, keeping a positive outlook, I feel like, is more helpful. I like how she got excited by seeing a pot. She's having a good time. Images, huh? Yeah, a lot of different ways to communicate in this world. Okay. Doesn't mean they can't manipulate people, but at least they can't directly control them. Although they go in the bodies and they control the body physically, though, right? We saw them make, like, zombies out of people. Yeah, it's not really for you, it's to save Renro, right? Alright, I wonder if we'll find any. There was that one guy that was in that, like, soldier's outfit, right? We never really got more with him, huh? Hmm. What are you about to do, Bon? Ah, interesting. Nice. Damn. They're all willing to give their lives. This is what they signed up for when they became soldiers. Oh. There was one that left. Damn. I wonder who the one is that left. Now I'm even more curious that only one left. Like, who's that? This one dude's like, fuck Bon. The rest of them are like, oh, Bon Sama. I wonder if the soldiers are gonna find out that Bon's alive. That's kind of a lot of people, but... Hmm. Interesting. So you can kind of choose? Does that mean you could choose to go? Like, if they were... I know he just said that Bon's the one keeping them here. But if they were like, okay, I'm ready, and like truly believed it, would they go? I wonder how much control they have. What? Oh, well, he knows it's him. Hmm. Hmm. Aw. He knows so much about his men. It's crazy. Is it this guy again? Alright. Bye, guys. Okay. A new ally. Ugh! Jeez. He had a lady on each arm. They all have reasons. Ah. Interesting. Huh. Are gonna have Fushi bring them back? Uh. Wow. Damn. That's a kid that's older than you. If he learned that he can bring people back, I wonder if that's what he means by like making immortals or just living within Fushi is what he means by making them immortal. Hmm. Yeah, not a whole lot to protect a whole town. Alright. Alright. Yeah. I mean, I'll talk about it in the discussion. She can tell that he's distraught. You could just be with me. Yeah. Ugh. I hate their whole line of people. I mean, Kahaku is a little bit better than the rest of them, but it's still, like, creepy. Like, their whole family line of obsession towards Fushi. Mmm. It's one way to, Hmm. Interesting. He's gonna learn that the game is a little bit about strategy. Ah. A way of bonding with each other and maybe learning a little bit of strategy through a game. Hmm. It's a very good point. Nice. Oh shit. Damn. Shit. That's not great. Shit. that how he got the scar? Yep. No. Well, you can come to my... It sucks, but you can join me. Hmm. Damn. Yeah. Regrets on your deathbed. Oh. Hmm. Should just teach him about making bodies. Uh-oh. Is that the knockers? Hmm. If there's some kind of problem going on over there, maybe can help out. Maybe Fushi will fix it? Damn. Acquired it. That's crazy. I didn't realize he was like... Hmm. They don't want other... Do they not want other people seeing what he can do? Oh, is he tearing it down so he can rebuild it? Is that what he used Oniguma for? Earn the trust of the people. Only bad thing is it still has some of the damage from before, right? So technically it couldn't just collapse again a few days later. Because he acquired it when it was already somewhat damaged, right? Interesting. I wonder if that's going to be the case, or if it's... Maybe they can find where it did collapse before. Interesting. Because it didn't look brand new, right? When we had that outward shot of it, it looks like it had some holes and patchy spots and everything, so... Huh. Alright. That was a good episode, though. We met some some new characters, obviously Fushi being reluctant at first. I don't know exactly Bond's plan. I don't know what Bond's plan is. I mean, it sounded like it was just to give Fushi more forms, right? Get him to know them so that way when they die, he has more forms to work with, so that way the knockers, even if they take more forms, he has extra kind of thing, right? But, I mean, I guess that's one way to get immortal soldiers would be for Fushi to meet these people, they die, and then Fushi makes a body for them if Bon would tell them about that. I understand Bon has his reasons for not telling Fushi. I get it, but that would be a path to, like, immortal soldiers and everything, right? I just realized all these guys in the ending are the people we just met, too. I didn't, like, realize that before. That's cool. Alright. That is gonna be it for episode 11. So we learned that the knockers communicate through images as well at the start of the episode. They talked about that, which is really interesting. Does that mean, I mean, I guess maybe just communicating through images, maybe they just know what they're supposed to do? But you think that'd be, like, kind of hard, right? What if they've been, like, like, is it possible to misunderstand what the images are supposed to mean? Like, that's a kind of communication that just confuses me. It's like, if I send you a picture of someone, does that mean, like, when you look at that picture, are you, like, are you supposed to kill that person? Are you supposed to help that person? You know, are you supposed to fall in love with that person? I don't know. Like, what is it? What does it mean if you just send, like, a picture? Obviously, maybe they send, like, a bunch of pictures, you know? Maybe they send, like, I don't know. Maybe they send, like, one of, like, Renroll, and then one of, like, Death and something. I don't know. Like, a way to, like, show, like, okay, go here and kill everyone kind of thing. I'm sure they have a way to communicate. I was just curious, like, is it possible that the knockers somehow, like, because of their rudimentary communication system, had a issue with the initial communication, and maybe they're not even supposed to be doing what they're doing? Maybe they just misunderstood what, like, their original mission was to begin with, and just carried on from there. I don't know. It was just a theory, but probably not. Spent the rest of the episode kind of, like, bringing Kai, Hyro, and Messar into the picture, who are our new characters that Fushi is reluctantly starting to get along with a little bit, seemingly. Or at least you learn the story while playing a strategic game, which is interesting. And I like how Bond came in and used that of, like, oh, you got defeated, but now you can resurrect one onto the board. But that kind of symbolized resurrecting, like, an extra person onto the board. I just wonder if Bond is building up to telling him, or if it's still just about Fushi's forms. I know I already talked about that, but I'm not in full agreeing of, like, the Queen's plan. I get her side, like, I get both sides, right? Like, she's a queen. She can't just invite these people into their town, give them full access to everything. They could be from a warring nation, and everything they said about the knockers could be completely false. They get all their schematics and everything, and then they bring their military in and lay waste, right? And they know all, like, the secret paths to take out the queen and everything. But, so, I understand her side of things, but at the same time, with these people being, like, coming in and, like, offering to help save them, it's, I mean, I guess it could just be bullshit. It all comes down to it could just be bullshit of what all of our characters are saying. Obviously, we know it's true, so it makes it hard to, like, remove that bias, but I understand her saying you need to, like, earn it, but at the same time, like Fushi said, like, I kind of agree with Fushi as well, like, do you think we really have time to earn the people's trust, earn the castle's trust, and, you know, all of this stuff? But I guess it seems like they managed to at least begin the steps to earning the people's trust. I don't know how you earn the castle's trust, but Fushi's also been, like, learning all of these things. Like, he learned that building, like, when they arrived, so I'm really curious, like, has he just been spreading his roots out everywhere, and we just haven't really been seeing them, and they've been mapping out the entire city? If that's the case, that's pretty wild. And since he learned about that building, he was then able to replicate it and everything. So that's definitely nuts. I liked Kai's story. I mean, obviously, it was sad about the, obviously, it seems like the father was sad about his mother growing ill and took it out on the son. It doesn't justify what he did. It definitely doesn't. That's not something you should ever do, and it's not something that could ever be justified. But, at least it wasn't like the father is just an asshole to begin with, right? Like, it seems like he was probably a good father up until his mother got sick, and then he turned and started beating on his son and everything. So at least he's not a complete asshole. And then obviously he regretted it on his deathbed, which is easy for anyone to be like, "Oh, I'm dying, I'm sorry," But don't wait until your deathbed, guys, to apologize for the things that you're ashamed of or whatever. Like, do that shit sooner when it's more meaningful. Because to me, if you're about to die and then you apologize, it just tells me that you didn't have the balls to do it when you were more alive because you didn't want to live with having admitted it, right? I guess is the way I see it. But yeah. What else did we have this episode? I mean, we had like the argument between Bond and everything, but Fushi might come to understand. I don't know. It is kind of messed up what Bond did. He's like, it seems like he went out and got Fushi all excited about the idea of more Immortals, right? And hope that he would go out and find some. But really, this was Bond's intention the whole time. I think I'd be pretty salty if I was Fushi as well. But and then it might be. I don't know that if Fushi finds out what he can do, bringing people back, and he finds out that Bond knew the whole time and didn't tell him, I feel like that could be like the straw in the coffin that with all the things, with all the tension between Fushi and Bond, I wonder if that's like the final straw to where they're not friends anymore, right? As if Fushi finds out all the things that Bond has been keeping from him. I don't know. Either that, or maybe Fushi will be a very forgiving person, and I don't know that he'd understand, but maybe he'd be like, you thought you were doing what was right. So, but yeah, I'm kind of tired, guys, so I think I might end it here. I don't really have much more to say. It was a very good episode, but we're definitely just building up for the Renro fight. We're earning trust in the village and everything. I can't imagine the Renro fight is going to be the end of the season, right? Because that's a lot of... I mean, we have to go all the way from here to episode, 19 or 20 before the fight even starts, kind of thing. I can't imagine it's going to take that long, but I do look forward to that battle and how it turns out and everything, so... I am exhausted. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button, as I mentioned before, Patreon, all that good stuff. Links in the description below. They should be popping up on the screen. Thank you, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.